Tupac.
Hello?
Hello?
Kevin?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thanks for doing this interview with us.
Funny, I don't really do interviews very often. I don't even know what made me say yes to you guys.
Yeah, we've seen like a couple interviews online of you, I think for Thug Angel and everything.
Thug Angel, I produced with Quincy, so that was different.
Oh,
so
okay.
anything in Thug Angel, it was like the one time I could sit and just get everything out of me. But there's so many, you obviously know, there's millions and millions of young people who love Pac. And so I get asked to do a lot of stuff, but the couple times I did that weren't my projects, things get changed, lost in translation, and so it's kind of hard. It gets scary to do stuff. But I really looked at your stuff, and I really know you guys love Pac. I'm sure that that's what made me feel it was on an emotional level, but I just felt like I had to talk to you.
Yeah, our whole site's dedicated to his legacy and everything, and we just try to get in contact with all the people we worked with that know more about him, you know?
That's what, what's his name? Sun-Tu? The young man that first contacted me?
Iden?
Sun-Tu, huh?
Iden? Are you talking about Iden?
No, isn't it Sun-Tu or...
OIC2, I think.
Where's he from? He's not from here, he's overseas.
Well, Iden, he's from Jerusalem. I don't know if he's the one that contacted you.
Maybe that's who it is that talked to me first. Okay. Yeah, that's who it was. Yeah, that's, I said I had to talk to you guys because of, you know, listening to him and how much he loved Pac. And I was like, oh.
What's funny about our website is a lot of fans are from overseas, and you would really think that it would be a lot of American fans, but it's really not like that.
Huh.
So we have fans from Russia, Jerusalem, Italy, France, everywhere that you can think of.
So where are you exactly?
I'm from Pennsylvania right now.
So you're in Pennsylvania?
Yep.
Good for you. How old are you?
I'm 21.
Same age as my youngest daughter. All right.
and the only reason I got into Tupac when I was younger is because my brother was a fan.
So through your brother,
yep,
you were introduced to Tupac. And my daughter, that's your age, I always tell her she is infused with the energy of Tupac because she was in my belly always while I was in the studio. And I would always talk to her and say, I know you don't understand, but your life will be affected by the energy in this room.
So that was around like late 80s, early 90s?
Yes. Devaney was born in, actually she's a year younger than me. She was born in 1990. So in 89, we were in all of the early sessions, and she was in my belly.
Well, that's
I don't know.
To be brought up. I said, well, that's a good way to be brought up.
Don't you think that's a trip? I think that that's really special. You know, she might not get it until somehow later, and it doesn't have to be conscious. But if you love Pac and you believe in the energy and in the fire that came from his heart, then it's a beautiful thing. Those that kind of got to be around the creative process with him.
Yeah.
So the only reason I told you that is you're her age, and you guys are the generation that really kind of were the babies he wanted to reach.
Actually, there's one person on our website that said that a song that came out in 2006 was a remix song from the year 1990 called Resisting Temptation, actually got his sister off of crack cocaine.
Huh.
So
I know the song.
That's really inspiring, you know, how he can reach you like that.
So, what are the most pressing questions you have for me so that I at least am able to respond? Most of the time, the best thing is to just have a conversation. Are you taping me? Are you taking notes? How are we doing this?
I'm recording you on Skype. Is that fine?
On Skype?
Yeah, I'm on Skype right now.
Okay? I should be on Skype with you, but I'm not very good at technology, so if I don't have my kids here to help me get on, I never go on Skype. These are the things you guys should be recording and laughing about. Because then you have to realize that Tupac's circle and his peers are so much older now. We're all older. We're kind of like, whoa.
A lot of his original fans are getting old, too.
It's true. My mother loves Tupac. My mother listens to Pac, and she is about to be 70. So, you know, that's a beautiful thing to think my grandson and my mother both love Tupac. That's powerful. That's something you should say.
My mother's the same way, and she's in her late 40s.
I would, well, so am I. I'm your mother's age. But I would definitely, if I was writing something that Leila says about Tupac, it is how incredibly powerful his heart is and his voice to have grandchildren and great-grandmothers in a room together listening to him. Very few artists have that ability to penetrate and bring people together from so many worlds and ages and nationalities. And
so do you think his voice will ever become irrelevant, or do you think it'll always inspire new generations?
The heart is never irrelevant, and so Pac's ability to penetrate emotionally, there's no time. Just like that voice, a person's voice is the one part of their body that doesn't get old. A voice never gets old. A voice is always relevant and does not get old in terms of if you can sing until the day you die. And you can never tell the age of a voice. Like, I could sound like I'm one age to you and the next to another person, but it's consistent. And so Tupac, because his artistry was all about connecting to the heart and the emotions and the pain of his community, it won't get old. And I think that that's one of the things about him that is so incredibly powerful and so important, is that he connects to people's hearts all over the world. He gave you his pain. He stood there, vulnerable, inviting you. And so many artists never do that in 20 pieces of music, CDs, whatever it is. Does that make sense? You understand me?
Yeah. So do you think that it was a good decision for his mother to be putting out his unreleased music over the last 14 years?
Well, I believe that he recorded and wrote and did the art in his creative process because he wanted to share it with the world. So if you can write a song that exposes every dark secret in your own life, from your mother's addiction to your father's absence to the love that you live with and can't have and everything else, that means you don't harbor secrets, that you allow everybody a window into you. And if you're willing to do that, it means that you want your stuff out there. And so Pac left a lot of us feeling incomplete because we had an expectation that these projects, especially those of us who were still close and around Pac, we are the most in pain and the angriest about our ideas of what didn't get completed, released. This was supposed to be. And so really, in my heart, what I believe is the world should have access to all of his writing and all of his recordings in every stage. And even his mother's decisions to change songs and have different producers come in, I believe that one day we should be able to hear both versions, unended, in its original and in its changed form. And his mother is an artist in her own right, and she made a decision and said, hey, I'm going to let Eminem do this, and I'm going to take lyrics and change whatever it is. I feel that that was her choice, her right, and what would be beautiful is that we all have the opportunity to see it all. He was an artist, and he wanted to share his life with humanity. That's why he'll always be relevant. because not only will he be relevant because we will always have these issues, he will be relevant because he is the greatest window into America and a mindset for our hip-hop generation.